take this stuff. So we went and got boba, okay, and we went to the boba place today that's next to Gamers Inc. in Orlando, Florida, and naturally we had to stop by just to see what's going on in there. Because if we're close to some place that's so cool, there's no way you can at least not go in. And boy, are we glad that we did go in because we got some stuff.
I like these bags. They look like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the bags are great.
You're home for retro.
Here's the bags. They look like Nickelodeon style stuff, so pretty cool. Anyway, we'll talk about what we got when we get back to the casa. But in the meantime, anything else?
What started as chasers and cars getting boba turned into an accidental chase. Whoopsie.
Chasers and cars getting video games.
Chase is gonna chase.
Chase is gonna chase. They don't replace.
No, they certainly do not. I'll replace for sure. If I find a crispier copy of what I'm looking for, then yeah, I'll absolutely replace.
They upgrade. They don't replace. They upgrade.
I don't chase them, I replace them. He does replace.
Oh, okay. Well,
we do a little bit of both.
We chase and replace, according to how we feel, on our whim.
We got giant stacks of magazines. We'll see them at the end of the video. The last time we came here, I was like, it is cool that they have, you know, a lot of Nintendo power here. I did not find myself in the same situation as I did today, because now that I've acquired so much stuff, I do need to do a bit of cherry picking, and so individual issues here are very reasonably priced. And this is the perfect scenario for me to get some things a la carte that I needed, and it worked out pretty good.
The Son of Chaser's main quest has rubbed off on me a little bit too, because I picked up some magazines myself. However, I have not forgotten about the main NES quest. Don't you forget either. So I grabbed a couple of games as well, and we're gonna check those out pretty much instantly as soon as we snap it. So let's see at the house. Friends, hey, hi, hello, how you doing? This is Rad Chaser. I've got with me the son of Rad Chaser, my gorgeous progeny, and don't you forget it. We were filming an episode of Chasers and Cars Getting Boba, and we stumbled into a place called Royalty, and Royalty just happens to be, you know, a few doors down from Gamers Inc. And you know, if we're anywhere in the vicinity of that place, we got to go in there. So we went in there, not expecting much. We were just gonna pop in, pop out. As it would happen, the old Chaser and the young son of Chaser made out again, like bandits. It's like we just draw things in, and you know, wherever we go.
Not with each other.
No,
we made out with stuff.
Absolutely. We checked out the place. Well, I picked up a couple NES games. So we went in, we found some things. Son of Chaser immediately started browsing through the unkempt, we might describe. We only say that because nothing was in bags or boards. They were not bagged up at all. But you know, they were okay. We found some crispy copies of Nintendo Powers. I found some copies of some NES games, so giddy up.
Now, Son of Chaser here finds himself in a unique situation. Last time we were at Gamers Inc. While I was in the market for Nintendo Powers, the thing is that it was just more economically responsible to pick up lots. I've been picking up lots now. My collection has grown substantially. So now I am at the part where I am starting to need to buy stuff a la carte. So the last time we were there, it was just sort of like, okay, this stuff is here, this is cool. But now that I'm armed with a checklist, it was time for me to go through what they had and start picking stuff up. And at $5 a pop, this is the only way to shop a la carte is a place like this. And I made out pretty all right.
I gotta say that I agree with you. It's so much so that old Chaser's, you know, main quest rubbed off on me a little bit, and I picked up a couple of mags myself. What do you say we dive into that and see what we got?
Yeah, big time.
Party time.
All right, so I went through all these Nintendo Powers, and then I started going through because, you know, I got a side quest here where I'm getting official players guides. So I said, boom, let's get this copy of Pokemon Battle Revolution, and it's only for $5.
Oof. You don't see Pokemon stuff that cheap these days.
No, you sure don't. And this thing is as in crispy of condition as it could possibly be. So it's looking very nice. Lots of.
It's got that new manual smell.
There you go. And I saw this little gem in there and had to grab it. This is a catalog, 2009 to 2010. So just it is literally just a book of here. This is what you buy for Christmas, and you know, basically all the games of the age, which you know are going to be Wii games. So you got your Super Mario Brothers Wii, you got Punch Out, you got Zelda Spirit Tracks with the DS, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Platinum version.
Final Fantasy, the Crystal Bearers I saw in there.
Yeah, so we got this little thing right here, and yeah, some people enjoying themselves playing with their Wii controllers on the back.
If you haven't gotten yourself a Nintendo DS, go out and get one this holiday season.
I came as soon as I heard what happened 15 years ago.
Man.
So I saw that it was in really nice condition, so I said, I'll take that, I'll have some of that.
Excellent work. You got an eagle eye for this stuff. What else you got?
All right. So then I started picking up stuff in the holes. We got August. We got volume 63 from August of 1994. Okay, so this one's
It's an oldie.
yeah. We're getting to the Nintendo 64 era. Stunt Race FX. The cover is not in the crispiest condition, but the rest of the magazine is fine, and you know seems to be relatively intact. So it's not terrible. It's all right. As I like to say, it is a magazine. So there we go. So we get that one there. We got volume 166. This is from March. It's from 2003, not from March of 2003, but let's go. They usually tell me when they're from. I'm not gonna keep doing this. It's from March of 2003. Just kidding. The Sims for GameCube. For GameCube. It's for Wii. It's for GameCube. The Sims for GameCube.
Definitely not on my list of GameCube games to collect for the GameCube side quest, but I'll allow it.
Everything's in here. Posters intact. Def Jam Vendetta. Ooh, baby. Get that right there. Next, we got Soul Calibur 2. Boom.
Look at that.
Featuring your boy Link. This is volume 169. And again, crispy. All the inserts are intact. There's a little dings. Look, for where we got them from and the price, this is unbeatable. So we're not gonna worry about it. Star Fox Assault. This is volume 189. Again, in very crispy condition.
Ooh, what is that?
Pile of poops.
On a heart. I love it, the inserts.
Roses are red, violets are poo. I think love stinks, and now so do you. Courtesy of WarioWare Inc. Wario. Resident Evil 4, buddy. This is in good shape.
Great.
We got volume 190, Killer 7. There is a blemish on your boy's face there on the front, but it's, you know, we take what we can get sometimes. And this was one that I needed. The insides are good. You know, it's just, gosh, one of the things that I love about looking at these old things is just the stuff that you can buy. It's just really cool. Like, if you sort of had infinite money, or you know, like you were an adult when all this stuff came out, like I would have been, every month I would have been like, all right, let's start. We do all of our clothes shopping through Nintendo now.
Here I go again, buying.
Everything. We're gonna do everything. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. This is from June of 2006. This is volume 204.
Check that cover out. That's
Yes.
wild.
Now the back's got a little pasta stain or something on, or some kind of sandy poison.
Taste it.
And again, just ads and stuff in here. This is later in the lifespan of Nintendo Power, but it's cool. It's very cool. Volume 204 from June of 2006. Nintendo Power ended in 2012, so you know you had a little bit of time here. Well, I didn't put that in order at all, did I? Well, going back a minute, back to October of 2005. It's Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This thing is absolutely in crispy condition. There's literally nothing wrong with this magazine. It's in showroom condition.
And of course, we've got a young Harry in his shaggy hair phase, which is might be, I don't know if that's the favorite hair of anybody out there, but I don't know if it's my favorite.
Can I get an assessment on that? Would you? I mean, let's take a look at the spine. It's I mean, if we're really nitpicking, there's just a little bit of blemish here, but I'll just say this thing is extra tasty, crispy.
If I am nitpicking, I would say his hair is pretty sweet. He's a real Harry Potter. Anybody? You guys?
No. We won't
Okay.
do that. And finally, volume 215, Pokemon Perspectives. The magazine itself is good. The front could use a little bit of cleaning. There's definitely some dirt or something on there.
Schmutz.
Yeah, but you know, if I do that and I'm careful,
you could get it off.
Yeah, I think I could for sure get it off. This thing's looking very tasty, very crispy.
Anybody have any sort of magazine restoration tips? Send them in to the radchaser@gmail.com.
I mean, I've been thinking about just going through, seeing if I can get these things off with a blow dryer, just to heat the glue up and see if I can peel them off.
There you go, a little heat, little gugong.
Dugong. Oh no! Look, there's a little bite taken out of the fin there.
Someone took a little nibble out of it.
Sad chaser. But yeah, that's what I got, and it's got me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 issues closer to the goal.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna ride on your coattails for a minute because I saw some of these magazines. I was like, you know what? I'll have that. I'll have some of that. Let's take a look. I didn't get as much as Son of Chaser did, but check it out. PlayStation Magazine, Final Fantasy 12 on the cover.
You were definitely doing an RPG thing.
For me, it's always going to be, if it's Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest related, I'll snag it up. That's a permanent side quest. It's not, I'm not going hard at it, but if I see something and, for the right price, of course, we are blue collar chasers, so as such, we need to do that, but this is a place that I used to have I don't know if I had a sub to PlayStation Magazine. I think I did. I hope I did.
I forgot PlayStation Magazine was a magazine for a minute.
It's pretty sweet. I'm pretty sure it came with demo discs at a certain point in time for sure too. So anybody know the answer to that? I think the answer is yes. So I'm the one who knows the answer. Also, I got a couple players guides myself. I figured since I've been trying to learn how to play Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube, I figured something could help me out, and it's the official strategy guide. Although this is the Brady Games official strategy guide, so I don't know if that makes it the official strategy guide because there is a Nintendo official strategy guide as well. So that I couldn't tell you. It says unlock every character on here though. I could do that.
They had a copy of it there, but it wasn't of the official Nintendo one.
Yeah.
It wasn't very crispy though, so
it wasn't in good condition, so I went with this one. And then again, so another game that I have, Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't know if you really need a guide for this. I don't know if it gives you like glitches and hacks and stuff, but still detailed colored maps, all that, etc. So, and I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's nice to have the strategy guides because I have the GameCube kiosk and you can stick magazines in the sides. So these will look pretty sweet going up there.
Yeah, make sure to get those bagged up.
Yes, as always, bag up your magazines, you crazy people out there leaving these things out exposed to the elements. Bag up, put a board in the back. BCW backs and boards. We're not endorsed by them. We just like them.
Those are the ones I go with.
A couple more things.
Yeah. Whoopsie. We got this at Galactornado Rex, but it was not in the pile it was supposed to be in, and now we just noticed it, so here it is.
Yeah, you can check out the Galactornado Rex video some other time. Don't stop this one. Finish this one and then go to that one.
Yeah, cue it up.
Yeah, keep the numbers. Control deck manual. I like this because it's 80s. Okay. I like the Nintendo stuff with with the Nintendo stuff that floats around in space. I always thought that stuff was pretty cool. But basically, this is just the manual when you get like the whatever it is, not the action set.
It is this thing is ungodly big for an instruction manual, and so it's like, look, there's so much like blank space on some of these pages.
This page was intentionally left blank.
Right. So I mean, look back 40 years ago. People weren't, that was like right at the start of like, hey, maybe we should, start worrying about the environment, and they never did. But then someone was like, hold on a second, it will cost less money to print these things in smaller batches. Well, now you have my attention.
But I feel like old TVs and stuff, they had huge manuals too like that. Now let me refer to this tome to figure out how to, click the thing on. Come on, you're smarter than that.
Boomers aren't.
Pay attention, boomers.
You just might learn something.
All right, so that does it for the mags. I got a couple of NES games as well. I gotta add to the stack. NES Quest is coming along nicely. I got 4 games from Galactornado Rex, and I got 2 more games from Gamers Inc. here, so I will talk to you about them right now. Check this out. Werewolf, The Last Warrior. This is a pretty sweet looking platformer, I gotta say. It's by Data East. If it's Data East, I feel like, you're gonna get some good games. Bad Dudes, Ring King, and the like. So, and the music's always good. The music on this was a ripper. I watched a video on it and it looked pretty awesome, so I'll get pretty excited to play this one. Karnov. And then this was a curious one, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Now, I don't know much about this. I looked it up, and it looks like it's a almost like Civilization type game where it's like, you're in control of, I guess, a city, and there's, you have little different facts and figures, and time goes by, and you make your decisions, etc. So I'm guessing, the Three Kingdoms has something to do with it. It looks like something that you kind of have to like dig into. There's not tons of action, but it's it's like a strategy type thing, a Sims type thing where it's time goes by and etc. So
and it's the real deal. It's full on Chinese.
Absolutely. And check out the back. This cart is pretty crispy. I mean,
it's really crispy.
Yeah, I love seeing the gold battery. Like if it's a gold label on the back, that means like there's a battery in there to save the game. So I always like seeing those things. They look a little out of place on the gray carts. Usually you see them on the Zelda carts, but any game where you can save your game, like in Final Fantasy, Star Tropics, I think.
Yeah, any of the Dragon Warrior games.
Ultima Quest of the Avatar, also known as Ultima 4 in every other format except the NES. So that's it for me, short haul, but any little bit counts. By the end of the year, we're gonna have those 100 NES games. You can bet your bonanza on it.
And you can bet by the end of the year, Son of Chaser is gonna have a full set of Nintendo Power, because
he's already almost there.
Yeah, with this and the other haul and the stuff that you're going to see me unbox and yet another video, I got like 24 left to get. 24. That's all.
You'll knock that out in a month if you stay diligent. So
I've already gotten the hardest issues to get, so it should be a cakewalk.
Yeah, awesome. Let's end it on that. Chasers, again, we love making the videos for you. Son of Chaser's been up here a little bit more frequently. Thanks for coming out. Well, you didn't come out. You know what? I'm gonna let the Son of Chaser take us out on this one.
Thanks for coming out, guys. We're glad that you watched the video. We're glad that you did some traveling with us. We're glad that you got boba in the car with us, if you did that as well. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm glad that you're picking up on something. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad you're picking up what we're putting down.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm very thankful for you guys, and I'm thankful for Rad Chaser. We're brothers. We're brothers. That is it. And now it is time to end the video. So please, 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 never forget, keep chasing them.
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.